I won't obviously do that for myself, but I'm going to try to only take 5 minutes. This is a busy slide. I apologize, it doesn't project well, but what I'm trying to show basically are the different activities that we do at CERC, which is the Center for Entrepreneurship and Research Commercialization. We really touch on a lot of different areas of entrepreneurship here on campus. I'm the Associate Director. Dr. Barry Myers actually directs CERC. The two things that are probably most pertinent to you are our curricular activities. So both Dr. Myers and I teach classes for students on technology-based entrepreneurship. They are interdisciplinary classes. So my class, which is BME 120, involves both Trinity and Pratt students working on teams that are actually led by engineering management master's students. I'd love to have you take that class maybe a little later if you're a freshman or a sophomore. It's really for juniors and seniors. Dr. Myers' class is actually a graduate level class. We're also heavily involved in a lot of the activities that you'll hear about here today. The Startup Challenge, the Entrepreneurship Education Series. Really what I want to talk with you most about is the new DUhatch Student Business Incubator. That's a space that we just opened last February. It was really designed with student input pretty heavily. We started actually the design process on that in 2007, well in advance of actually building that. And we really configured it around what student entrepreneurs said they wanted for the space. And it's a gorgeous space. Please check out the website. You can look at circ.duke.edu and then just a /DUhatch and you'll find our website. We've got a video up there. What do we have at DUhatch? We've got 3 offices for student businesses that are shared, so 6 businesses. And then we also have a variety of programs that we offer for student businesses to receive advice and mentoring. So we provide space, but we also provide access to what we call coaches on call. That's a chance actually for you to come in and talk to a professional from within the area. We've got several law groups, accountants, finance, even a gentleman from CED, which is the Council for Entrepreneurial Development. And they'll come in once a week on a rotating basis for a couple of hours, and you can book a 20-minute slot with them just to ask them some questions, okay? So that's a great short-term opportunity to get input on your ideas for your business and really connect with some pretty interesting and connected folks within the RTP community. We're also building into the DUhatch Incubator a mentoring program. We call it Entre-Mentoring. We're looking to identify, and we have identified, as you saw on that list there are a lot of alums that have been successful entrepreneurs. This is a chance, again, if you have a business venture that's been recognized by Duke Student Ventures, so Chris Roby will talk more about Duke Student Ventures, then even if you don't have an office in DUhatch, you have access to both the coaches on call and the entre-mentoring process, okay? If you think you have a business that's potentially applicable to DUhatch, you'd benefit from the space, go through the DSV process initially to get sort of in the mix, and then we'll put you under consideration for one of the offices in DUhatch. That's all I've got. I've got some literature that I'll have outside that talks more about DUhatch, about the services, and about some of what we're actually up to there that I'd be happy to give to you afterwards. So without further ado, I'm going to let Howie go.
Great, thanks Larry. Welcome to all of you that have showed up. It's good to see so many people here. I've counted 60 people, it's great. So I'm going to talk about the Duke Entrepreneurship Education Series. Let me just see a show of hands. I know we've got about, it looks like about half of you are upperclassmen. How many of you attended or heard of the Duke Entrepreneurship Education Series last year at all? Let's just see a reasonable show. All right, so not many of you. So this is new for a lot of you. This is a great opportunity. You can see here in the green box, see speakers every Thursday night. We are bringing speakers on campus every Thursday night starting on September 17th in Tier. Let me just say something that'll catch your attention, I think. One of our big speakers that's coming on campus is a guy named Bill Maris, and Bill Maris is the co-founder of Google Ventures. Bill got to know, I guess, Sergey Brin and Larry Page when they were just starting Google, and he co-founded Google Ventures about 2 years ago with money from those guys, and he's agreed to come out, and he'll be here in November, so you may want to keep your eyes out for that. And a couple other people that you're going to be able to hear this year. Mitch Mumma is coming. Mitch is one of the co-founders of Inner South Partners, which is the largest venture capital firm in North Carolina and one of the biggest in the Southeast. They have $700 million under management. He's going to be giving an introduction to venture capital in October. Another speaker that's going to be here is Ralph Snyderman. And Ralph is the Chancellor Emeritus of Duke University Medicine, and he is also the founder of a company called Preventus, which is a local company. So some of you, I think, in your chairs will actually have a schedule, a full schedule. I don't know if you got it in the back of your sheets there, but there's a full schedule of the Duke Entrepreneurship Education Series, or Ds as we like to call it. So check it out. We hope to see you on September 17th at 6 p.m. in Tier 203. We're going to have Brooks Bell and Jesse Lipson, who I mentioned earlier. They're going to come out and speak, and it would be great to have you all come out. So thank you. And with that, we're going to go to the next slide, and I'm going to turn it over to Joseph Pecora and Sarah Kate Fishback. They're going to talk to you about how you can interview some interesting alumni who are entrepreneurs and venture capitalists.
So the Alumni Profiles Project is an initiative where we're interviewing Duke entrepreneurs, mostly alums, I guess, at this point. We have about 8 to 10 up on the Duke Gen website, so if you go to dukegen.com, you can click on the Alumni Profiles link. And the purpose is really to hear about their experiences, starting their ventures, and the lessons that they've learned. So if you just kind of want to be a passive observer of what it's like to be in their shoes, it's a great place to learn more about being an entrepreneur. And we're looking for people to actually interview alumni. So if you want to, if you'd like to do that, Joseph will tell you a little bit more about the benefits. So.
Sure. Great. Thanks, Sarah. Hi, everybody. So I started with this project about maybe March of last year, or earlier this year in March, and I was just working as one person for a little while, and I found that the benefits that came out of talking to people that have started their own companies and gotten them to some degree of success were so exciting that I talked to Howie, and we decided that we want to make it bigger and build a larger team, and we thought that it could be interesting for really anybody. So we're recruiting people from your class, even people that are a little older that might be in master's programs, or even people that have graduated and are in different parts of the country and in the world. And really the benefits are at multiple levels. Firstly, you get an access to people that have started their own companies and have done some amazing things that you otherwise wouldn't in regular ways. You get to learn from them firsthand what struggles they faced, what challenges they overcame in getting to the level of success that they did. And the other thing that you learn is also what it means to build a decent network. And a network is really, really important for anyone that's really interested in entrepreneurship. And finally, I think the last benefit, but not least, is you improve your communication skills, both by email and interviewing them in person or over the phone and things like that. So if anyone's interested in it, just to talk about it more, to get more information, or they'd like to try and sign up and maybe, try to interview someone here in the area or